Hello Bloomington, I'm Mayor Tim Busse, and this is the Council Minute for the week of December 20th. I want to start today with a topic that I know has a number of people in our community concerned: crime in Bloomington. After too many reports of property crimes, too many police chases, and at least a pair of high-profile incidents of gunfire in neighborhoods, including in my own neighborhood, I know that many residents are feeling unsafe. I also know there is a significant impact on the victims of crime. It's a concerning trend in Bloomington and across the metro area, and it's one we need to address locally and throughout the Twin Cities. First, I want to make it clear that local resources to fight crime are available to the Bloomington Police Department. Our officers and command staff are working tirelessly to catch criminals. Their operations are fully funded, and they have the full support of me and the rest of the City Council. And despite the pandemic, Bloomington Police have continued and even expanded their outstanding outreach and engagement efforts across the community. Coffee with the Cops, National Night Out, the Joint Community Police Partnership, and Toys for Kids. Those are just some of the examples of the work our officers do to build trusting relationships in this community. Now, yes, we have seen ongoing challenges in recruiting and hiring new officers, but that's a national issue, and it is not in any way unique to the City of Bloomington. So our Bloomington police officers continue to do fantastic work, and I hope, like me, you thank them every time you see an officer at an event or on the street. Now, that being said, like most cities throughout our country, crime in the City of Bloomington has increased in certain areas. Crime has actually decreased in other areas, but there have been some very visible and notable increases. In January, Chief Mike Hartley will present a year-end crime summary to the City Council and will also present his plan for enforcement actions and strategies for the new year. In addition, Bloomington Police will begin to track livability crimes on a monthly basis and will post those results on the public data dashboard on its website. The crimes specifically tracked are homicide, sexual assault, aggravated assault, robbery, burglary, and auto theft. I know that whether a person feels safe is often more important than the reality of whether they are actually safe. The goal of posting these numbers, this concrete information, is to provide everyone with specific facts so we can talk about data as well as perceptions or feelings. Beyond our work locally, I've been involved in discussions with a group of suburban mayors, with police chiefs and city managers of neighboring cities to gather information and to talk about strategies for a collective response to crime, specifically the increase in vehicle-related crimes. So why focus on vehicle-related crimes? Well, all indications are that vehicle crimes like carjacking and car thefts, they are not done with the goal of stealing a car. Those crimes are committed so that vehicle can be used in another, typically more serious and more violent crime. Dealing effectively with vehicle crimes is a good way to get out in front of other crimes. Our group met formally last Friday. You may have seen some local media coverage about the meeting, and we agreed on 3 action steps as a starting point. First, the group agreed to work to strengthen the partnership between local law enforcement and the Hennepin County Attorney's Office with the goal of developing solutions that decrease vehicle-related crimes. We do that keeping in mind that we need to work collaboratively and constructively with our partners to ensure both improved public safety and equitable outcomes in our criminal justice system. Second, a larger group of mayors, called the Regional Council of Mayors, is going to discuss this topic at our monthly meeting in January, and we will resolve to work together in unison to prevent these crimes. And finally, we strongly agree that our law enforcement agencies will build on their decades-long collaboration and continue to coordinate a comprehensive and consistent response to crimes across the metro area. We ended with this statement: when one city experiences an increase in crime, it affects all of us. Together, we are committed to protecting our residents and preserving the high quality of life that every person deserves. On Monday night, the City Council received an update from Dr. Nick Kelly, Bloomington's Public Health Administrator. Frankly, it was a very sobering message. COVID is on the rise again. We reached 2 sad milestones this past week: 800,000 deaths in the United States due to COVID, and 10,000 Minnesotans who have died from COVID. We're also approaching 200 deaths of our neighbors right here in Bloomington. The high levels of COVID in the community are putting a terrible strain on our healthcare systems, and the emerging Omicron strain may be the biggest challenge yet in this 2-year battle against the virus. This is not the news any of us wants to hear, certainly not at this time of year. You've heard all the calls to action before. Get vaccinated or boosted. Wear a mask indoors. Get tested. Consider how you can limit your exposure. Get a flu shot if you haven't already. And a new one, be cautious with your activities. You don't want to end up in an emergency room after a fall off a ladder or a slip on the ice. There simply isn't room in any emergency rooms. City staff will be keeping a close eye on COVID infection rates in the coming days and weeks, and as always, they'll be working closely with the Minnesota Department of Health and the Centers for Disease Control. If there are any changes in city services or programs due to COVID, we'll be sure to let everyone know as soon as possible. And finally today, let's end on a more upbeat note with 3 mayor's shout-outs. First, congratulations to the Bloomington Finance Department. Bloomington was one of 7 recipients of the Government Finance Officers Association 2021 Award for Excellence in Government Finance. Bloomington was recognized for our work during the last year's budget process, specifically our Community Budget Advisory Committee. Again, we were one of 7 winners across the country, and that list included much larger jurisdictions like Austin, Texas, Jersey City, New Jersey, Cook County in Illinois, and Miami-Dade County in Florida. Thanks to our finance team for a job well done. Second, the Goldfinch has landed. The Goldfinch sculpture by artist Donald Lipsky was installed on December 15th at the southeast corner of Old Shakopee Road and Killebrew Drive. The sculpture consists of a 20-foot tall South Loop sign with a 12-foot tall goldfinch songbird perched on top. The whole thing weighs in at about 7,000 pounds. I am so very proud that Bloomington has established itself as a city where the arts matter and where the arts are a vibrant part not only of our community but of our local economy as well. As a reminder, the economic impact of the arts in Bloomington has been estimated at more than $12 million each year. And finally, congratulations and thank you to my friend and my council colleague, Jack Beloga, who's stepping away from public service after 3 decades of service to the city of Bloomington. Jack has been on boards, he served as the chair of the Planning Commission, and he's been on the City Council for the past 10 years. We're going to miss his wise counsel and institutional knowledge, but I hope you'll join me in wishing him well in his semi-retirement. Thank you, Jack. That will do it for this week's Council Minute. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, stay safe, Bloomington.